Tales from Africa with our Auntie Angela.
Come on, kids, it's story time. Once upon a time, in the heart of the Igbo land, there was a small village called Uli. Uli was a small, peaceful village surrounded by thick forests, rivers, and high hills. The people of Uli lived simple lives, farming, hunting, and taking care of their families. But there was something special about Uli that made it different from other villages. The skies over Uli were always rumbling with thunder, and flashes of lightning danced across the sky. The villagers called this strange event the dance of thunder and lightning. The elders of Uli believed that the gods were angry with the people. They thought the rumbling skies were a warning. Whenever the skies rumbled, the villagers would gather in the village square under the big Iroko tree to discuss what to do. Echi, the bravest man in the village, would always speak first. "We must find out why the gods are angry," he would say. The villagers would nod in agreement, but no one knew how to find out the truth. One day, the rumbling became louder than ever before. The sky turned dark and lightning danced across the sky like never before. The villagers were scared. "This is not normal," said Olonna, the wise old woman in the village. "We must do something before it's too late." The people looked at each other, worried. "But what can we do?" asked Mbori, a young woman with a kind heart. Echi stepped forward. "I will go to the oracle of wrathful," he said. The oracle was a wise old man who lived in the nearby village of wrathful. He was known for his ability to talk to the gods. The villagers agreed that this was the best idea. So, Echi set out on his journey. He traveled through the thick forest, crossed rivers, and climbed hills until he reached Oracle. When Echi arrived at the oracle's hut, he knelt down and explained why he had come. The oracle listened carefully and then closed his eyes. After a long silence, he spoke. "The gods are indeed angry," he said. "They are angry because the people of Uli have forgotten to honor them properly. The gods demand a great feast, and only then will they calm the rumbling skies." Echi thanked the oracle and hurried back to Uli. He told the villagers what the oracle had said. "We must prepare a great feast for the gods," he announced. The villagers agreed and began to gather all the food they could find. They collected yams, plantains, palm wine, and even a goat. They worked together, cooking and preparing for the feast. As the feast began, the sky rumbled louder than ever before. villagers were scared, but they knew they had to go on. Oye, the village chief, led the prayers, asking the gods for forgiveness. The people sang, danced, and offered their food to the gods. But even as they prayed, the rumbling continued. Why is this happening? Ike, a young warrior, asked. We have done everything the oracle said. Oluna, who had been watching quietly, stepped forward. The gods are not pleased because we have not given them what they truly want, she said. The villagers looked at her in confusion. What do they want, Oluna? Irima, a young girl, asked. They want a true sacrifice, Oluna replied. Something precious to us. Only then will the sky stop rumbling. The villagers went silent. What could they sacrifice that was precious enough to please the gods? Mbafo, a mother of three, looked at her children with tears in her eyes. I cannot sacrifice my children, she whispered. The villagers began to argue, unsure of what to do. But Echi knew what had to be done. I will offer myself to the gods, he said bravely. The villagers gasped. Echi was their strongest warrior, the one they all looked up to. No, Echi, they cried. You cannot do this. But Echi was determined. If it will save our village, then I must do it, he said. The villagers reluctantly agreed, and they prepared a special altar for the sacrifice. Echi stood tall, ready to give his life for his people. Just as they were about to perform the sacrifice, the sky rumbled one last time, louder than ever. But instead of more thunder, the clouds parted, and a bright light shone down on the village. The villagers looked up in amazement as the light grew brighter. Then a voice spoke from the sky. Echi, your bravery has pleased us. You have shown true courage and love for your people. There is no need for a sacrifice. The rumbling skies will now rest. With that, the light disappeared, the sky cleared. The villagers cheered and hugged each other. The dance of thunder and lightning had ended. Echi was hailed as a hero, and the people of Uli never forgot the lesson they had learned. They continued to honor the gods with feasts and prayers, but they also remembered that true sacrifice comes from the heart. From that day on, the skies over Uli were calm. The villagers lived in peace, always remembering the brave warrior who had been willing to give everything for their safety. And whenever a storm rolled in, they would tell the story of the rumbling skies and the dance of the thunder and lightning to their children, ensuring that the tale of courage and sacrifice would never be forgotten. And that's the end of our story. Here are 5 lessons from this beautiful story. 1. Bravery and selflessness. Echi's willingness to sacrifice himself for the safety of his village teaches us the importance of bravery and putting others before ourselves. True leadership often involves making difficult decisions for the greater good. 2. Respect and honor. The villagers learned the importance of honoring and respecting the gods. By neglecting their traditions and failing to show proper gratitude, they angered the gods, leading to the rumbling skies. And this reminds us to respect and honor our beliefs and traditions. 3. True sacrifice comes from the heart. The story shows that a true sacrifice isn't about giving up something material, but about the intention and love behind the act. Echi's willingness to offer himself rather than something of material value is what truly pleased the gods. 4. Unity and cooperation. The villagers worked together to prepare the feast and solve the problem of the rumbling skies. This teaches the value of unity and cooperation when facing challenges. Together, they were able to overcome their fears and find a solution. And finally, wisdom and understanding. Oluna's insight into what the gods truly wanted shows the importance of wisdom and understanding. It's not always the obvious answer that solves a problem, but sometimes a deeper understanding of the situation is required. Listening to wise counsel can lead to better decisions. And that's it on Tales from Africa with me, Ijele. I'll see you again soon.